Yu-Gi-Oh! This is the deck profile for the best deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Period. There'll never be a better deck. There's nothing you can do what this deck can do. It's very, very simple. You summon this motherfucker right here. You summon this motherfucker right here. And you set that. And you special summon that nigga right here. Simple. And you can do it with this card, or this card, or this card, and this card. This is OCG. Basically what you do is, you make a Sode. You Sode into Hero Kid. You Hero Kid into Manicat. And if you have a Hero Kid in your hand, then you need to, of course, have Vision Heroed. So you can do another Malicious. So that you can make Phoenix. Phoenix into Mermaid. Mermaid, of course. Into Nightmare Corruptor Ibli. Ibli into Salaman Great. Salaman Great will add you one card. Salaman Great Sanctuary. You need that card in your hand because you're going to put it back in your deck as many times as you possibly want to. Because basically you put it in your hand, you put it back in your deck, and your odds are you'll draw it again, trust me. Even with 60 cards in this bitch. It's crazy as fuck. And basically what you do from there is you Manicat the Ibli when you send it to the graveyard. It goes on your opponent's field, and then you can Manicat your Doriado. The best card in the game. Period. Because then you have 4 monsters on your field, and you can go into your first Skull Deed. Now then, once you make Skull Deed, you're going to Doriado for Rescue Ferret, any water monster that is under level 6. I chose Dragon Ice because he can special summon himself from the graveyard by discarding a card, and that's always helpful. Because, I mean, if you don't open up what you want to, and you don't end the game first turn, then basically, what are you doing, man? You might as well have Dragon Ice. Because it can special summon itself from the hand too, give you a little bit of defense so you can stall for a turn. But you really need Dragon Ice in your hand. That's the problem with it. And so, I'm looking for a better water monster, to be honest. But it can be any water monster. Maybe even Penguin, nigga. Penguin. You can throw penguins in this bitch. I don't give a fuck. But any water monster that's under level 6. Then, you add your Symbiotic Warrior and your Opal Head. You'll have those 4 cards. You'll put back 3. You start with 5 in your hand. Used 1 to do this combo. That leaves you with 4 cards left. You search 1. That puts you back at 5 in your hand. You put 3 back. That leaves you with 2 in your hand. And those 2 usually you want to be Royal Decree and Called by the Grave, just in case they try and negate you. So you can still do it with Called by the Grave being activated. You can still get this combo off. So you add those 4 cards. Then basically you special summon Rescue Ferret. And then from Rescue Ferret, you go into Jet Synchron, Red Rose, and Doppel Warrior. You synchro the Red Rose in the Doppel Warrior to make Hyper Magician. Then you get the 2 tokens from Doppel Warrior and the White Rose Dragon from Red Rose Dragon onto the field. You Jet Synchron with your White Rose Dragon and make the first of the Yang Zing. Then, with the first of the Yang Zing, you send the level 4 Yang Zing card. It can be any worm, but I choose Yang Zing because I run Yang Zing Path because you get 3 Yang Zing in the graveyard, so you can draw 2 extra cards when you're done with your combo. So that it gets, and it's more likely that you get your Royal Decree, because you really need your Royal Decree, because evenly matched is the only thing that can break this board. You can only take away all but 1 card, and so what you're most likely going to do is you're just going to summon knock them, because that's the only card you really need. But the whole combo together just fucks them up. So you need your Royal Decree. You don't want any traps. And I just won delayed game because this can delay the game very, very heavily. They can be attacking you and attacking you. You can be down to 100 life points. Activate this. Boom. 15,000. If you're in a tag. Simple, easy, quick, effective. Okay. So you make this. Then using one of the tokens from Doppel Warrior, you make this. Because this will be now level 4. Yang Zing. Level 4. EB. EB will search Royal Legacy Monastery. And you'll add Yang Zing Path with that. And then basically from there, you jet synchron again from your graveyard with, and discard anything, any one of these cards that you draw. Anything. It doesn't matter what you discard. You can discard anything because you run multiples of everything. So you can discard anything. And then basically you go into Formula Synchron with the last material. You draw 2 more cards. Then you Symbiotic Warrior for your level 5. Then this level 5, this level 5, and this level 5. Make this. You this, and you absorb that to give it 5 materials, then you make this. Then you pendulum summon using your opal head and that pendulum scale. This and Doriado from your extra deck. Your second Doriado search, you add this. You add this. You add Spell Canceller. And you add Ash Blossom because there's no better fire monster. And then basically from there, you got those cards in your hand because you make your second Skull Deed using this, Skull Deed, and of course the last one being Doriado. For those 4 for that Skull Deed. And then basically you normal summon Gale Dogra, send your Heroic Challenger to the graveyard for 3,000 life points. It does cost life points. Then you activate your Draco, and you destroy that in Dragon Ice. Then you activate that to get that and that. And then you make that. You make your Hard Earth Dragon. This basically right here, very important. Detach 1 material, banish all cards your opponent controls in normal split summoned or set this turn. And so that banishes everything that they set. So that even if you don't get the Royal Decree out, this will banish everything. It's just Royal Decree just makes it so that it's a lot better. Because you negate it, and then even if they set anything, just because they think that they can get off with it and chain like a lost wind and negate this guy's effect after he loses it during the end phase of your opponent's turn. They can do that if you don't have the Hard Earth out. And then this just makes it so they can't evenly match you, because evenly matched will fuck you up. And so you make that, and you make that. And then basically your last move, you special summon this, and you'll have Ash Blossom in your hand, plus 2 random other cards, which, after Royal Decree, it could be maybe a delay game in the Call to the Grave, Called by the Grave. It could be any one of those cards, it could be any one of these cards that you see here, but you'll have those extra 2 cards, and you can do whatever you want with them. I did have another version of this with Elemental Sabers, just saying, because Elemental Saber and Divine Serpent Ga make a monster that can take the highest original attack and then add up to like 1,400 to 1,600 fucking points on that bitch of attack. So it will always be higher than the highest attack monster on the field, so it's impossible to destroy by battle and it can't be targeted. And you also get a monster that can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Just saying, Elemental Saber can be thrown in here with just the Elemental Palace and Elemental Sabers. Yeah, the Palace of the Elemental Lords and Elemental Sabers. Just 2, and then 1 of each of the attributes except for Light and Dark. So 6 Elemental Sabers, and then Palace of the Elemental Lords. That's all you need. You can just throw that in here. You can take out Call to the Grave and Delay and Ghost Stash, because you don't really need it. I mean, they ain't going to be able to search or do anything because they can't activate spells. No traps. This with 5 materials. Your opponent cannot normal or special summon. Yeah. It's the strongest deck in the game. I made it. It was a lot of testing, nigga. Like, I've been testing this bitch for like 2 months straight, nigga. And I finally got it down. So this is the complete deck. I know, it's amazing. And it's OCG only, because I be playing OCG, nigga. I don't play TCG. It has too many cards, man, that I really like. Like the morphing jars, I love those. Throw those into Goki with fucking Black Dragon, nigga. And for hire, and you got a crazy ass deck that just searches and draws all types of fucking cards. You can throw in all the Solemns, bitch. And so many other different fucking trap cards, and just overwhelm your opponent with pure card advantage. But like, yeah, man, I was like, I made decks that go like plus 18, nigga. Like, literally, like 18 cards in your hand, and it wasn't Ojama, nigga. It wasn't Ojama. It was Goki for hire, nigga. With bamboo and like so many other fucking cards that would just make it so that you would just draw and draw and draw, and by the end of your turn, your hand would be like, if you didn't run traps, nigga, and you didn't put those cards on the field, you would have like 13 cards on the field, guaranteed, and about 6 cards in your hand, and you discard about 2. That's how it always went. But yeah, I'm a master deck builder, and this is some crazy ass shit. This deck right here, put this shit into fucking, take this shit to your locals if you're OCG, nigga. Wreck every nigga. I mean, and last thing I gotta say, if you draw deep-seated or Moon Mirror Shield, just activate it and then link into your sold. That's all you gotta do. You lose a card in your hand, which is pretty bad. But at the end of the day, it works out because you end up drawing 4 from TG Hyper Librarian along with Formula, and you search 2. So it just all works out. So you had like 6 cards. I also got another version of this deck, but we ain't talking about the one that rips 3 cards from your opponent's hand, nigga, and like gives them 3,000 life points and no spells. It's like a version of this, but it's just like worse. This is the best. Anyway, later.